What's up guys, I'm Shane and this is Spare Change. If it's your first time here, we discuss all things audio and video, new movies, new AV equipment. So if you're not subscribed yet, then tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. Today for review, we've got Star Wars: The Force Awakens on Disney Plus 4K streaming. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that I won't be discussing the movie. I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on the video and the audio quality. Now for a few tech specs. The movie was shot on 35mm and 70mm IMAX. It's got a 4K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 138 minutes. Aspect ratio is 239:1, so there are black bars and no switching IMAX ratios. Alright, we got The Last Jedi on 4K Blu-ray, but they haven't released The Force Awakens on 4K Blu-ray yet. Luckily, if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you can now watch it in 4K Dolby Vision or HDR10. So visually, I'll be honest, I didn't notice that much of an upgrade over the 1080p version. I mean, the image did come across a tad more stable, but there just wasn't much in the way of fine detail. Everything was mostly soft looking. Some up-close shots did look decent, but nothing impressive. I actually think episodes 4 and 5 look better. Now I'm sure this looks exactly the way it was meant to look. It was shot on film, and it does have that cinematic film appearance, and it does follow the visual aesthetics as the original trilogy. So if you like the way that the originals looked, then I'm sure you'll like the way this one looks too. Now, depending on what you're using to stream this movie, you'll either be watching it in Dolby Vision HDR or standard HDR10. This is the one area I thought I saw the best improvements. The Force Awakens isn't exactly a colorful movie, but its use of HDR's wider color does add some extra richness to the color palette. The standard Blu-ray is just a little duller looking in comparison. Black levels go deeper, which increases the contrast, elevating depth and dimension. And speaking of depth, there is a 3D version of this movie as well, and it's pretty great looking. Anyways, shadow detail saw improvements, and spectral highlights can get blinding at times. The lightsaber battle at the end looked fantastic, and of course, all the explosions will have you squinting. We finally get to hear this movie in Dolby Atmos, and I don't think it disappoints. It's not an overly aggressive mix, but surround and height channel activity do follow exactly what's happening on screen. When the Resistance comes to save the day at Mos Kitana's castle, you'll hear fighters encircle your listening area from above and around you, with explosions going off in the background. The giant rumble of bass during the ship's opening entrance will have your walls shaking. So yes, this movie has bass response just as good as the original trilogy. Low frequency effects have that ultra low rumble when Kylo uses the Force, and your subwoofers will be hitting hard during laser battles and explosions. The musical score is obviously going to sound great here, as the soundstage is wide and expansive. It's got a very nice immersive feel. Dialogue is always easy to hear without any issues. So for audio, I'm going to go with an 8.6. Lightsaber fights sounded awesome, and hearing all the Star Wars music playing in all my speakers was a real treat. I suppose there could be more happening up top, but overall, I thought it was a solid experience. Now comparing it to The Last Jedi's mix, this one's a real winner. For video, I'm going to go 7.9. I didn't find it much of an upgrade over the regular 1080p version, but HDR was nice in either HDR10 or Dolby Vision. I don't think that you're going to show your friends how good 4K can look with this movie, since it does just kind of look like a standard Blu-ray. At least it did to me anyways. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I guess the most redeeming quality would be the Atmos mix, but still, this is the best way to watch this movie. Oh wait a minute, there is still the 3D version. So there you have it, another Star Wars film in 4K on Disney Plus. Is this going to be the movie to make you go out and get a subscription, or are you still going to try and hold off for a physical copy? Let me know in the comments below. Well, if you guys found this video useful, then be sure to hit that like button. Follow us on social media, and if you want to help us keep these digital reviews going, then stop by our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.